Thanks for joining us, everyone. Thanks for being with Adam and I today on this, our daily devotion and a little bit of music that's going to help us today. And so I hope you're well and that things are going well for you. So let's just jump right in. Let me just ask you, let's start with this question. Do you ever feel like you have kind of like everything, you have so much and you're still not happy? How about this? Have you ever felt like if you had more, then you'd be happy? I think those are kind of the two sides we find ourselves with. And it's kind of interesting because I talk to people all the time who just tell me, I have so much and I still feel unhappy. I still feel unfulfilled in my life. Like I've got a great family. I've got great kids. I still have a job. I have a house. I have all these things that I need. And I just feel so unfulfilled. Well, why is that? Well, it's because you were made for more than all that. You're actually made for more than just survival, right? You're actually made for more, and you're never going to find fulfillment until you begin to live with some priorities. Oh, that's my fault. To live with some priorities. And when you begin to match your priorities to God's priorities, then what happens is all of a sudden life begins to change for you. So how do you live a fulfilled life, like the kind of life that you were designed to live by God? Listen to this from 1 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 12. It says this: you should live in a way that proves you belong to God, who calls you into his kingdom and glory. You ever thought about God's kingdom? I mean, you hear that, right? Sometimes you hear movies made about the kingdom of God or whatever. What is the kingdom of God? It means the kingdom of God is in you. It means that you are going to make God's agenda your agenda. You make God's will your will. You care about the same things that God cares about. And so whatever it is that you want God to bless in your life, you put him first in that area. That's how you live by those priorities that match up to God's, is by putting God first in that area. So what does it actually mean to put God first in your life? Let me give you a couple of examples. Here's some real life stuff for all of us. 4 of them real quickly. One is, this is a big deal right now, is your money, your finances. So if you want God to bless your finances, you got to put him first in that. You know, this is a hard thing to even say sometimes, but you got to tithe if that's the case. And I'm sorry, I wish there was a different way for that. There's just no other alternative. That's how you put God first in your finances. How about your interests, like the things you like to do, maybe even your hobbies or something? Well, you put him first in that. You put him first in your career. You put him first in your hobbies. You give God first consideration in everything you do. That's how you match up your priorities with God. And then your schedule is another one. You give him the first part of every day. You know what that looks like? It looks like getting out of the bed and sitting on the edge of the bed and just saying inside to God, maybe you say out loud, you know, God, okay, what do you got for me today? And whatever it is, I'm in. See, that's putting God in the priority of your day. And then how about this one? How do you put God as first priority in your troubles? That means turning to God first when your circumstances go south. Prayer should not be our last option. And you know what prayer is? It's just talking to God. So rather than letting that be our last option, it should be our first choice whenever troubles come along. See, that's how you do that. That's how you keep God first priority in different areas of your life. Let me ask you a couple of questions to be thinking about. And one of them is this, is what specific changes would it take for you to put God first place in your finances and in your interest and in your schedule? Like, what changes would you have to make? And then finally, what's this? What is your first reaction to trouble? What is your first reaction to bad circumstances? That's how you'll know if you've put God first place. You've made him the priority in that area of your life. Well, I hope that's helpful for you today. No matter where you're at or what you're dealing with, I hope that you'll take that to heart and actually really use that and make sure that your priorities are in line with the priorities that God puts into our life and allows for our life, because that is where you find happiness. Adam, what you got for us today?
Yeah. Thanks for sharing that, Shayne. It's so easy to get off track in those things. This is a song I sing that kind of recenters me and all that stuff that Shayne was talking about. I think you guys will know it. Who am I that the highest king would welcome me? I was lost, but he brought me in. Oh, his love for me. Oh, his love for me. Who the sun sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God, yes I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. Oh, I am who you say I am. Who the sun sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God, oh yes I am.
Yeah, it's awesome. Thanks for that, Adam. Hey, before we go, I just wanted to say hey to a few people. Sitting here watching some of you guys jump on and miss seeing you guys, so wanted to just say hey. So Judy and Christy, Amber, thanks for joining us, being a part there. Adam, if you see somebody you know on there as well, feel free to. Hey, Sue McDaniel. Hey, thanks for watching. Glad that you're here with us.
Yeah, so Jessica, I love that girl. She's awesome, Jessica Starnes.
Yeah, no doubt. Tyler, hey, glad you're watching as well. I saw one more. Hey, Troy, thanks for joining us. Glad,
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Glad you jumped on, man. It's so cool. And hey, Lisa, thanks for jumping in there. Lisa Bent, glad to see you're with us as well. And got some others on there as well. But just want you guys to know we love you guys. We see you joining us, and we hope this is a help to you today. So y'all have a great day.